Hello everyone and welcome back to the Northern Game Summit YouTube channel. It is time for another speaker interview and today we have Juho Ylisiurua from Lightyear. Hello Juho, how are you doing today?
Hello Jonas, doing good. Just stopped working and now excited to be here. How are you?
I'm doing good. It's been busy getting Northern Game Summit to a good track, but it is looking excellent right now. So, tell me a little bit about yourself. Where do you work? What do you do?
Yeah, so like you mentioned, I'm working at Lightyear as a tech lead and overall, you're truly programmer doing a lot of different tech-related stuff in a company, and outside of work I'm playing games and doing other nerdy stuff.
Right. How long have you been at Lightyear?
I think it's close to 3.5 years now.
What sort of games, what projects have you been a part of there?
So our business model is a bit different. So we rapidly develop a lot of different prototypes. I think last year we hit close to 100 prototypes, and personally I'm not really part of any game teams, but I'm mostly working on the backside, doing the different kind of tech development, building up tools, handling DevOps, and coordinating all the work and helping all in all our teams. And coordinating the tech team work to enable all this.
100? Did you just say 100 prototypes? How is that even possible?
Well, it's a long story, and actually my presentation is going to cover that a bit. How is that even possible? But basically, we have a lot of ready-made tools to ease up the work, so that developers can actually concentrate on the game making. And in our business model, our targets are that we develop one team which consists of artist, designer, and programmer. Usually, they make a game in a couple of weeks, and then we quickly market test it to see the early retention, day one retention, playtime, and CPI, that kind of KPIs.
Right. Where have you worked previously?
So before Lightyear, I actually worked at Kajani Critical Force, like probably many of the Kajani people.
Yeah.
And there I was working as a programmer in a new prototype back then, which was unfortunately killed after a while.
Right. Are you from Kajani?
No, I'm actually from close. Actually, well, nowadays it's inside Oulu, but a small town called Ylisiurua.
All right. Tell me a little bit more about your career path. How did you end up where you are right now?
Well, it all started in 2010 when I saw a huge success Rovio had with Angry Birds back then, and I thought that yes, this is something I want to work for, doing great games. And after 1 year, I think I ended up in a vocational school at Oulu, Osao, where I did both vocational school and high school stuff, and from there I went to Kajani to study further, and after studying at Kajani 2.5 years, I got an internship at Critical Force, where I started as a junior programmer intern, and then I worked there for a couple of years, did the military service, and a bit after that I ended up here Helsinki and to Lightyear as a programmer, mostly tools programmer.
All right. Well, let's get to more of the Northern Game Summit sort of things. Have you ever been to Northern Game Summit before?
Yes, many times. I actually went to Northern Game Summit already 2012 when I think was the first time, and after that I think I have went to NGS every year except 2030 and the latest one, which was 2020, I think.
Yeah, it's something like that. So 2012, wasn't that the first Northern Games Summit ever?
Yes,
Alright.
I think so. It was in the Kajaani University of Applied Sciences buildings back then.
Yeah, how did the event look back then? I wasn't even, near here back then.
Well, it was a really good start for, like, especially that the event is organized by the students, so it was already pretty cool. I think I saw a couple of presentations from one Microsoft guy, which were interesting, and overall, yeah, well, back then I only visited for one day, but I liked it already back then, and after that it has just improved over the years.
So, have you ever given a speech there before?
No, once I was asked to give not give a speech, but to be a backup speaker, but back then I didn't have enough time to do a presentation ready.
Alright, so 10 years of event and now coming there as a speaker. How does that feel?
It's really exciting, really good opportunity for me as well.
Yeah, so what's your speech going to be about this year?
So yeah, basically I'm going to open up a little bit about our tech environment and yeah, how to make it possible so that our game teams can rapidly make all the prototypes and test them in the market as early as possible, and yeah, just giving some puzzle pieces that we have in use and how the stuff works at Lightyear.
Right, and one more thing, what's the number one thing you're looking forward to this year?
Well, definitely getting back to Northern Games Summit after a couple of years and seeing old friends and meeting new people as well, and yeah, well, students and all the other old people who have been there before.
So just about what everyone else has said there.
Right.
Meeting the people, that's what the event is all about. Well, that's all I have for you today. Remember people, tickets are now on sale. You can find them through the link in the description, as well as links to any of our social medias and such. That's all. My name is Johannes Manninen and I'll see you there at the event.
See you at the event.